Mm. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm Leslie, and today I'm going to be discussing how shrooms helped me with my spiritual awakening to life. I even wanted my mom to try some. Like, that's how serious I was about this earthly plant, I guess you can call it. I don't suggest you just go and just take shrooms. You do want to be cautious about it. You do want to do it on the right. You want to have a good mindset to it. We're going to be talking about how shrooms just changed the way I viewed life and how it helped me with my spiritual awakening. Right before I took shrooms, I was actually very against it. I was not, into psychedelics, and of course I've taken it before, but I would never just think that it would cure my depression and my anxiety the way it did. But hey, you learn something new every day, right? I have one life. I don't believe in the whole 9 to 5 BS. I believe that you can make your own money by being successful on your own, doing whatever you want to do that makes you happy. You follow your dreams. You just need to do what makes you happy, and the thing is, you have to have the right mentality. Before I took shrooms, I was very depressed. I was broke. I had a very bad mindset about myself and about other people, and I was just a negative energy, big ball of energy overall. I hated myself. I was just mad at the world. I was just mad at everything. And one day, my friend said, "Hey, do you want to try shrooms?" I said, "Fuck no." It messes with your mind. Like, you have to be strong-minded when you're taking this. You have to make sure you're in the right state of mind. If not, you're gonna have a quote-unquote a bad trip. I knew what I was getting myself into when I decided to take shrooms. It definitely opened my eyes. I definitely feel more in tune and more connected with myself, and I feel more in the moment, in the present moment. And that was just something that I was lacking throughout my whole life. I was always so triggered about the smallest things, and I showed no gratitude towards anything. I was just a depressed little ball. I was just so upset about everything and anyone, and I was distracted and I was lost, and I felt like I had no goals. Like, I was not goal oriented, and I just did not know what I was doing with my life. So when I took shrooms, it definitely opened my eyes. um, I love it. It helped cured my depression. It helped cured my anxiety. Not really gonna be saying things. It really depends on the dose and how much you take. I recommend, if you really want to trip, no more than 2 grams. But I find happiness in any given moment. That's the best way I can describe it when I microdose. Had an ego death. So I was in Miami. It was February something of 2022. And the boy that I was speaking to at the time, hey boy, and we decided that we wanted to go to Miami for the day, and we were like, hey, how about we take some shrooms? Anyways, I took 7 pieces, and I was fine the first like 20 minutes or so on the way back home because we were driving. No, we weren't. The first 20 minutes, like, nothing was really going on, and then out of nowhere, my body just starts like fizzling, like, and like I'm just like, oh my god, I'm activating. Like, that's just how I felt, like I was activated. I wasn't so much saying things, but everything just became so bright and so colorful. And I was just so present in the moment. And I was so happy. Like, life really is really effing good. And I was just so miserable, and I just saw the good in everything. Like, that person, oh my gosh, they're so precious. Or that car, look at that. Like, I'm so grateful. I was in such a grateful mood. Like, everything was so great. The first few hours was actually pretty okay, because I believe a trip, if you're really tripping, it's gonna last the whole day. Like, no, I think no more than 10 hours, but you're gonna be tripping on all day basically. And by tripping, I mean you're gonna be in your thoughts. And maybe you will see a few things and you will see the world differently. But for me, for this day, oh my gosh. We're back in my hometown and I'm tripping balls. I'm like, everybody's looking at me. What is going on? How do I look? How do I feel? What is going on? Yeah, I was like, fuck, bro. Like, I fucked up. Like, there's too many people here and everybody's looking at me. And so, yeah, so I decided to go to my room. I decided to take a shower. I was like, okay, let me just take a shower and let me just wash it off of me. And as soon as I stepped inside the shower, it just felt so amazing. Like, I was like so grateful for this water. This water feels so good. Like, I had my eyes closed the whole time because I was just appreciating that shower. I just never appreciated a shower as much as that day. You should never look at yourself in the mirror, ever, 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 especially if you're tripping that much. So I look in the mirror and I just look so demonic. Like, I couldn't recognize myself. And I'm pointing out every single insecurity that I have on my face and my body, and looking at my hands, and I'm like, and so I'm like, okay, I'm okay, everything's fine. Because mind you, it's a mind game. It's a mind game. You literally have to be like strong-minded and tell yourself like, no, I'm okay, even if you're not okay. So I'm tripping balls at this point, right? And I hop back in the shower and I just start thinking so negative. I'm just like, what am I doing with my life? Like, why am I so upset at the world? Why am I so mad? Why am I not happy? So I really, really had to get true with myself. And I open my eyes and I just see like demonic creatures on the wall. And it's like every negative thought that I had, it was like a scary face on the wall. And every positive, like when I tried to turn it around and like, no, like everything's fine, I'm happy, I'm great. The like the face, the creature, the critter, it would be like so happy and so like laughing. And I'm like, well, maybe thoughts do create reality. And like every thought that I have, like I just went into like full depth with it. Like I was like, well, maybe life is so bad because of the way I'm thinking and who I surround myself with and what I'm doing with my life. So I decided right then and there, I'm just gonna change my whole life. Like, I'm changing my whole life. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care who you think you are to me. I was gonna cut you off either that day or that week. I closed my eyes and I opened my eyes again and I'm looking at the ceiling. And literally, like, the left side of the ceiling had every positive thing that I had in my life or had. And there's like a garbage can on the right side, like a literal garbage can on the ceiling. And that literally had me crying because I was looking at the garbage can and I was looking at the right side and it was like, oh, your job going inside the garbage can, and you know who you're hanging out with, garbage can, and how negative you see the world, garbage can. And it was just like every negative aspect that I had in my life or that was draining me mentally and physically was being put inside the trash can. And like I would look at the left side of the ceiling and it was literally so sparkly and so pretty, and it was it was like me going to the gym, like pumping it up, like, yeah, like on the left side, and then my family on the left side, and then my career and my goals and my dreams on the left side of the ceiling. So the next day I quit my job. God put us on this earth for one reason and for one reason only, and it's to live. It is to live and to be a happy individual. Say shrooms saved my life. Because I was in a rough place. I was in a really rough spot. And I'm not saying depend on it or like, you know, just completely just quit your job, but I knew what was right for me and I knew what I had to do for myself, and I don't regret it. No regrets, hashtag. I cut off a lot of people and I cut off a lot of bad habits that I had, And you know, of course I miss it. Of course but life is all about growing and evolving and becoming a better you each and every day. So I feel like if I never got involved with shrooms, I would probably still be in the same spot I was in of February of 2022, not really having any goals, or just spending my money away and just wasting my valuable time with situations and people I really have no business being with or in. I was just so disconnected. Like I just didn't know what was going on. I was so like I was so mean to myself. And then shrooms made me love me in my world. And I don't regret it. I love myself now. Shrooms helped me. I believe psychedelics are a great tool. Um, but yeah, don't depend on it. Shrooms helped me transform internally and even externally with myself. I want to be on this earth for the rest of my life, working a 9 to 5, putting up with these bitter people. Like, I know I want more for myself, and I know what kind of life I want to live. And I knew that working that 9 to 5 was bringing me down, and I could not work in that type of environment. So the moment I did it, I like, obviously it was a little sad because I hate change. Like, not like us humans, we don't know how to deal with change. Like, I mean, some of us do. We're able to adapt to change easily, but me personally, I hate change. I hate change. I hate doing new things. I don't want to say hate, I dislike. I highly dislike. My vibration was so low. It was so low. And I was just surrounded by people who had that low vibrational energy. Life is a mind game, and you create your own reality. I changed a lot. But life is all about change, you know? You can't put up with people's bullshit forever. You gotta be happy sometime, right? This is your life and you have one life only. So, if you want to take it, I support you 100,000%. Let me know how that trip goes. But I don't condone to it. You want to be safe. You want to do it around people you trust. You don't want to do it around too many people because you will be in your thoughts. So make sure you have the right mindset when you're doing it, and make sure you're with the right people, okay? And don't do too much like me. When I think negative, I'm able to think positive. I'm able to flip it around, very quickly, because I have worked on myself. I have worked on my, my self-concept, and I had to do a lot of it. I had to really figure out who I was as a person, and I had to figure out a lot about what I liked and what I didn't like. And but it's a mental game. You have to remember. I love it though. I love it. It definitely, I'm in the present moment now more than ever, and I feel so connected to myself and to others. And I'm just such a loving and blissful person. Thank you for watching, and I will be posting more soon. I'm really big on health, mental health, and yeah, just putting yourself first, because not many people will do that. So if you do that, I truly believe you're strong-minded, and stop being so bitter. Stop being so bitter. And be safe. Show gratitude. Be a happy motherfucker. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.